the thing is, we don't actually need to eat all this much. Okay, so when people do prep, they say that they get really irritable, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so do I. But only because I'm like focusing on it. You gotta choose what to be aware of. And like, sometimes you just need to exist. Like, just do nothing. Like, sit here, eat your food, and not be, occupied by this or that. What you put your energy into is what you're gonna get back. You got what I'm saying? You get to pick everything. You get to pick it all. You get to make this life look however you want it to. So, it's another thing, like, when I'm doing my runs, obviously I want to fucking quit, like, 2 steps in. But I don't choose to be aware of, like, that perspective. I choose to be aware of, keep going. You got this. You know? You get to choose what to be aware of. Whatever it is always going to be there. Like, you can always tap into that energy. But it's more like you choose what to be aware of so you can keep going. So yeah, when people are like irritated on prep and shit, like, okay, so one, you could tone it back and like realize, you're being irritable, and it's not like, I mean, you can blame it on the prep if you want, but I mean, you can change your mindset, and you can have that mindset like, I can do this, it's fine, I can accomplish it, it's fine. Don't get mad at yourself, be graceful, or just don't, what are you putting your energy into? Like, sometimes when I go on social media, I literally feel like what the fuck am I doing? I feel irritable because I'm not like doing what I could be doing. Like I said, sometimes you just need to not do anything. And putting energy into all these things that are like stimulation is just, it's irritating if you're like if it's just like through the roof. So yeah, I think there's very much power in, choosing to be aware of whatever it is. And it's also, I notice like people out in public, like people aren't aware of what they're doing. Like, even their surroundings, like, watch out, man. And that could be me being irritable, and I'm aware of that. But still, watch out. But I don't need to feed into that. It's like, oh, we're just on Earth, it's fine. It's not that serious. But it doesn't, like, I don't really think we need to eat as much as everybody thinks. Like, maybe it's good to not want to put our energy into all these man-made things. Like, we're literally made from the earth. Existing should be enough sometimes. You don't need to always be occupied. And I watched this video the other day, and it was like stages of like a spiritual stages. And basically, above pleasure was growth. So obviously you guys know, like, instant gratification would fall under pleasure. And then when you look past that and look for like long-term longevity of like feeling good, that would be the growth stage. So that's what you put your energy into, like long-term goals, because that's what makes you feel good rather than getting that instant pleasure. So like right now I'm eating this. I mean, some people would think it's not that good, but I think it's good. And I can feel the spirit in my body right now going up my legs. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. But I don't know. Anyways, So this is not, I mean, this isn't horrible to me. This is actually pretty good to me. These foods make me feel good. But then, you know, other people would say that they don't enjoy this. So they would eat something with more sugar and unhealthy to get that instant pleasure. But in the long term, it's not very good for them. Or partying, smoking, whatever it is. And then we have, you know, the growth. So you're doing this for long-term feeling of like satisfaction. It makes you feel good in the long run. But then there's just existing. That was at the top of the chain. And it was just like to be okay with just being. And I find that super important because I think that's what we're meant to do sometimes. Like, all this stuff is man-made. Like, what do you think you think that we were meant to be put here to make all these man-made things? I mean, no. This isn't natural at all. It's not natural at all. Not at all. Being is enough sometimes. Just sitting, existing. You don't always need to be occupied. You don't always need to be stimulated. You don't need to always be distracted. And obviously this takes some inner self, like acceptance, awareness, love, to even realize what this even means. You really have to like learn about yourself, like learn about the spirit inside of us. This is just the body. If you aren't aware, we have a spirit inside of us, and it's all one. We all have it. You can choose to be aware of it. You can choose to tap into it, or you choose to not, and you choose to live from, you know, a man-made way of living, I guess. Of course, you know, without man-made things, how would we survive storms? Blah, blah, blah. I can't answer all the questions. I don't know everything. I really don't. But all I know is that sometimes you just need to chill and not put energy into anything. Not even anything. Nothing. You just sit there and enjoy existence, because we're here to experience existence as a human. Without this body, we would just be a spirit, and the spirit communicates. Unlike humans, you're not gonna receive words from spirit. It's just a feeling, and there's no words to explain the feeling. It's just what it is, and you just know it, and like you just know. And I don't know what else to say because words can't explain it. Anyways, I just wanted to say that existing is enough. And I just encourage you to push yourself to become aware that existing is enough. Okay? Okay.